I can't even say Grand Risings now, but and or Grand Rising, but I'm gonna say Rich Risings as always. For whatever time you motherfucker watching this here nor there, I just wanted to, come past, drop a couple of downloads. I wasn't even gonna drop, but I forgot that I was supposed to be making up for those couple days that I missed, so I do gotta drop actually. Uh, Here nor there, not the point. I wanted to just speak on like a couple downloads, shit that been like motivating the nigga lately, like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie, and it's just like the fact of like how important it is to appreciate the smaller things. Like prime example, my sister and shit. We was talking yesterday, and how about how she used to work at a retirement home and shit, and it was this lady that was like, what she. Well, I ain't even gonna say made it to 103. She currently 103 right now, and she still living. But she was just telling me how sweet she was, and like this lady is so independent. Like shout out to the goddess first and foremost as always. But nigga, like this lady do everything like nigga. Like I'm talking about everything by herself. The regular shit. Like she still wake up, brush her teeth every morning. She still drives. She does everything, and like. Normally, though, not to mention, she said she still looked like she 80. And I was like, some motivation to her for real, because it's like, that just goes to show alone how important it is to move your body and just, wake up and do something every day. Even if you don't want to do something, you know what I'm saying? Just something to keep you going. And that shit is just mind blowing to me. I know it might seem little to the average, but like, nigga, like, she's a female, a woman. And she done lived the nigga fucking what, like 6 times of my life, 5 times of my lifetime, nigga, like, and still here standing, you know what I'm saying, like, in this time. So I wonder, like, I ain't even asked all that. I should have asked that, like, do she know how to use, like, phones and shit, you know what I'm saying, like, because you never know, you'll be surprised, and you're like, that shit is just crazy, like, that was a real eye-opener for me, especially, like, future reference, like when I get in those moments where I feel like I don't want to post, and you know what I'm saying, like I feel like I'm not on the path, you know what I'm saying, like a certain path that I'm supposed to be on and shit at the time span. Like she can do it, anybody can do it, nigga, like real shit, like 103 gang and still be driving, like going to the same restaurants that she been going all her life, doing regular work. She work out too. I think she said she still be running. This is a French lady too, mind you. She don't even speak English, but she been here for a very long time. So she, you know what I'm saying, still know how to get by. It's just, bro. That's a legend walk. Like, I really think I can make it to that motherfucking age, realistically. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, gang. Like, that shit, that's what it got a nigga thinking over this motherfucker. Like, damn, imagine me, like, fuck. Like, God. I swear to God, I'm not making fun of her at all. It's just like, nigga, you got something to live for, especially for my ones in survival mode and shit, gang. Like, every day, shout out to them niggas too, because without them, the world wouldn't be the world either, you know? But, like, especially to them ones, like, bro, you got something to motherfucking live for, gang. That was the main point of me even coming out here and spilling this little spill, because that shit been fucking me up. Like, nigga, I'm kind of still in the conversation that I was in, yesterday, damn near. Like, right now, it's fucked up. Cause, like, I ain't gonna lie, yesterday, too, I was having, like, I ain't gonna say a hard day, but it was just, like, a lot of shit was, like, fucking with me, I'm not gonna lie. And I ain't even gonna speak on it. Like, it's nothing crazy, like, nothing from the past or nothing. It was just, like, people throughout the day was, you know what I'm saying? And just hearing that story alone, it was like, cause I ain't gonna lie, nigga, like it was bad to the point where like motherfuckers was irritating me so much to the point where like, nigga, I didn't even want to record. I was thinking about like stopping this shit and just like saying fuck this shit. Like that pissed off. And then like hearing that story, and I had to roll one, of course. with little Sissy, and having that talk, like, nigga, it quickly, like, took me out of that mode that I was in and, like, brought me back to the ground for real. Like, mind you, I meditated and everything, and I still was, like, but it happens, because I realized too, I was in the course of playing. We're gonna wait. Bad shit. That's how you know good luck on my side. Like, I'm supposed to be talking about this shit. I didn't even want to talk about this shit, I'm not gonna lie. But, I'm gonna keep it ultra. Always. But yeah, I was having one of them days, I'm not even gonna lie, gang. Like, I was feeling like, just like, fuck all this shit. Like, what was I even doing this? You know what I mean? A lot of shit that I'm doing for, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know the purpose, but it was just like one of those days based off of like, just a lot of shit coming at me at once. And I feel like I had to, obviously meditate again today, etc., all that shit, and get myself motherfucking together. But that story too definitely took me out of that, like, state, gang, and like made me really realize like this shit bigger than you no matter what, even though I'm already knowing that, like I always say. But it's just like, just because I grew to this certain extent and like, I'm so comfortable with myself, I still got flaws too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still have, I ain't gonna say human, but you know what I'm saying? I still have feelings, etc. I'm still growing as well. And I notice a lot of motherfuckers like take my standpoint and like where I'm at in life and like compare themselves, you know what I'm saying, to like me. And it's like, sometimes it be unintentional and sometimes it be intentional, regardless of who it is. And you would like feel like I'm better than you in some way, shape, or form, or just above you in some way, shape, or form. But it's like, I want, especially my survivors to take this shit into, like, personally, like, man, just because, how I'm, and or how I present, you know what I'm saying, look a little bit more structured than the way you see things or etc. That don't mean I know more than you or anything, because let's be real here, you know hella shit that I don't know about, not to mention you live lives and walk past that I never even, you feel what I'm saying, and vice versa. So in reality, nobody knows more than, anybody at all. Like, not to mention, you gotta realize as well, like, nigga, you more valuable in ways in life than I am, and vice versa. Regardless of, what's motherfucking presented, that's what it is. It's like, everybody got that same opportunity that I was granted, and more, realistically, regardless of the hand you was, dope. We just gotta learn to use what, the small shit we given, small shit we have, quote unquote, because it may be small in the beginning, but we gotta learn to use that shit, especially the small moments, the, times of appreciation and all that shit as well, to our advantage, especially in times like this, because shit ain't what it was, and we all know that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the same time, what you gonna do? You gonna sit around and keep bitching, or you gonna do something about it? And you see what the fuck I did, nigga. I chose to pick up a motherfucking camera, something I would really never do. And like, this is, baby, not gonna lie. But at the same time, it's like I say all the time, I know it's motherfuckers who need to, especially my age, in my ballpark, the 20s, early 20s, like, nigga, need to hear shit like this, like, because I know a lot of niggas in general, you know what I'm saying, not even just niggas, people in general who, like, feel alone right now, or, like, feel like you between a rock and a hard place, and, like, you lost, you feel like you don't know where you belong or want to be, and you feel like it's a certain lifestyle, you're supposed to be living right now. But if you look on the outer, as always, like I always say, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, maybe you placed in certain situations right now, especially if you like isolated from family and all type of shit. I'm mainly speaking of those ones. Like, maybe, you know what I'm saying, God put you in that situation for a reason. Maybe it's time for you to truly focus on self and, explore be optimistic, even when, it's situations that call for the world not to be, which is, daily shit, because nobody follows what's right anymore. It's all about what's the, new trend and shit. Everybody too focused on following that. But it's like, long story short, wherever you feel most comfortable, and, and I ain't even gonna say most comfortable, but like, wherever you feel you can grow the most, and like, whatever the heart, desires, loves, and wants to do 24/7, like, whatever you feel like you can do for life is where you're meant to be, no matter your fucking age. It's not about, what the crowd shaped you to be, or your parents, etc., or everybody wants you to be. Nigga, it's about what you want to be and where you see yourself. And you lock in and focus on that, and there's nothing that can motherfucking stop you. I'm the prime example, nigga. And then another thing too, but this probably gonna be a whole separate video. I'm not even going, go into that deep. It's just really, learn to appreciate the small shit. And then what I was about to say is, focus on what the fuck makes you happy again, like, and whatever that is, no matter how weird this shit is, you know what I'm saying, to the average, like, nigga, that's what you feel like you're supposed to be doing, do that. That's what God wants you doing. And I ain't even gonna say God, because, everybody God different, but you know the difference from right and wrong. If you feel like you go against what you stand for, it's wrong. Simple. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Long live the empire, and don't be bad and pity immortal. As always, and peace and love.